Hey everyone, it's Lisa. Welcome to my channel. I have my new Glowforge. So I'm really excited to bring you a bunch of videos on my Glowforge and all of my fun crafts. Now in this video, I'm starting off at the very beginning. I am going to unbox and set up my Glowforge to prepare for the first cut. Now, keep in mind, I actually had a Glowforge before this. I had a warranty issue, so they sent me a new one. So I thought, what better opportunity than to set up the video now so you can see what it's like to take it out of the box and some of the steps that are required for it. So go ahead, keep on watching if you're interested in purchasing a Glowforge, or if you're just interested in seeing how I unboxed it, go ahead, keep on watching, and make sure you check out the description for all of my social media, my website, and how you can save money on a new Glowforge machine if you are looking into getting one. All right, so we took the top of the box off because it was too difficult to film and do that. So we have our little foam pieces. You can see it's packed up really nicely, and it looks like my machine is pretty safe. So I'm gonna have Nick start taking the foam out, and we're just gonna throw it inside that box as we go. So you can see, like, what's cool is these pieces of foam are kind of put together to be like exactly the size to fit it. And there's my machine. Now, this is actually a replacement machine for me. I had an issue where it wasn't printing and cutting well on the right side, so I have the warranty, so they sent me a new one. I have to package my other one. So I don't have like the proof grade materials and the power cord to unbox because I already have that. They just sent me a new machine. So I need to put my phone down. So we're gonna take this out of the box and we're gonna put it over on this desk right here. All right, so we're gonna start taking stuff off. So we have this orange thing, and they told me when I need to ship my other machine back, that all this orange stuff, all these parts need to be on it too. So I don't know if I saved them, so I'm glad that I have this because I'm gonna use it. So let's go ahead, take this off. You wanna be careful, there's a ribbon underneath here. This is the ribbon for your laser head. Right, so now we're gonna take this right here. I have the Pro, so we should be able to open it. So this will make it a lot easier to take out all these other parts. So we have this right here. Put this over there. We have orange pieces here. This is kind of like stretchy. So these orange pieces are underneath the rollers, so that's why they look like this as they come out. And now we have this little guy. Now here is the laser head. I'm gonna take this little piece out. This is the lens. You wanna be very, very careful with this. They sent us some lens wipes. I'm gonna order more online so I can continue to maintain my machine. This part, make sure you keep this. This is not a dud part. This is what we use to take out the lens and put it back into clean because we can't touch it. So one side, this right here, to remove it only fits this way, and to put it back only fits this way. So it's made specifically for each function. Do not lose it. We have all of these. This is for our back. This seals our pass-through filter, so I'm just gonna put that back once I'm done. And now we want to remove these little orange things. All right, felt like it took forever, but I got that out. So now we can move this. So now I'm going to move the camera so I can show you how I install the printhead. Okay, so my Glowforge is set up. You'll see I have this open area, and here's the ribbon for my printhead. So I'm going to grab my crumb tray. Now again, I had an existing unit that I had to get a new one sent to me. You will get this in your package if you get it. Don't forget, click the link below so you can find out how you can save money on your Glowforge if you have not gotten it already. So we're going to put this in here like this. You just want to be careful. Now, you'll notice that my handle is facing forward and there are little dimples within my Glowforge. So we want the crumb tray to go in these dimples. So you can see that it kind of fell into place there. There's dimples here, and you can throw that in there. All right, so now I have my printhead. So Glowforge, these are mirrors, so make sure you're touching on the metal, be very careful. And that is my lens. So you want to be very, very cautious with this. And we're gonna take this, and I'm gonna move you a little bit closer. Our printhead, oh, I just touched that, has a little ribbon right here that we just clip into. So it just snapped in, we're all good. So now we want to just go ahead and put this into our little carrier. So it's going to have these little rollers here, and there's space right here. It's magnet, so you're just going to kind of pop that in there. So you have that all set. So this is the initial setup. I'm going to go ahead and close this because I don't need that anymore. And it may give you a little bit of trouble closing. That's actually a good thing because we don't want a bunch of smoke to come out while we're using the machine. So if we have to put a little bit more effort in, that means it is sealing pretty well. So we're all set up here. I'm going to bring you around the back side because now I have to put on the exhaust hose. You will see, here's our exhaust. I have my little tube and little, I don't know, tightener thing. This also comes with your machine. It'll come in a separate box. So honestly, this is kind of the hardest part to me because we need to loosen this to get it on and then tighten this on there. Now you want to make sure that this vent is on really well, and I think I did it okay the first time. So you'll notice I actually got this exhaust hose on okay. I'm just trying to view the other sides to make sure it's actually tight around there. This is not normal for you to get this on. This might be a weird fluke of mine, and this also might not be sealed perfectly. I'm going to have to go back and kind of check. Now, I bought an extension piece to go on here to make it easier. That's going to be a separate video because I do have the equipment to do an inline fan. But for the sake of just getting going really quickly with our Glowforge, we're going to go ahead and use this existing hose. So let's go ahead. I'm going to gently move my Glowforge back. And you want to be careful. You don't want to have too many hard angles with this. So I'm going to be really gentle with this and make sure that we have enough space for exhaust to go out. So after that, super easy. We're just going to vent this out the window. That's why I have the spot there. So let me drop back and show you my table. Here's my initial setup. I've actually already plugged it in. I think I forgot to mention that. So we're going to move this over to the side. And now I have my little hose. Now again, I am going to replace this later, but I do have this set up. I'm going to open my window. So I'm doing the very basic just window venting. You can set up an inline fan and a window filter, which I will do eventually. But right now I'm just going to close it in the window. We're going to make sure there's enough room for all of this to go. So there's a power button back here. I'm going to switch it on. Check it out. Pretty exciting. So I'm going to jump over, grab my computer, and I'm going to show you this setup on the computer. All right, so my Glowforge is on, my laptop is set up, and I'm recording on my screen. So I went to the website they have here, setup.glowforge.com. Now, one thing to keep in mind, hopefully you're watching this before you get your Glowforge. I didn't like that I opened my Glowforge and then this paper showed me setup, because if you look at this page that I'm on, it actually shows you everything on how to take your machine out of the box. So I didn't super love that. I wish they would have that on the outside, or I don't know, something. And maybe it was and I didn't see it, but I would love to see it on the box, my personal opinion. So we have my Glowforge plugged in, turned on, so we can continue to the next step. All right, so we're gonna get on Wi-Fi. So we're gonna go through and continue. So we are basically setting up Wi-Fi. So let's go ahead and look for this Glowforge 1AB. Oh, I guess it'll just be this one, Glowforge. Let's connect. So we're waiting on that. All right, huzzah, my computer is connected. So now you're gonna select your Wi-Fi network. So we're connecting over here, and now I'm just waiting for my Wi-Fi to pop up right here. So let's go ahead and refresh it. So you can see Potts Palace, that is mine, and let's type in my password. So we are connecting. So you'll notice if you are an internet person, Wi-Fi person, I'm connecting to my 2G network. That is because I'm a little bit further away from my router, which is totally fine. It should work just fine on here. If not, I do have boosters, so if I find later that my connection is not going very well, then I will have my IT person, aka my sister-in-law, come and fix my internet in here. So we're just waiting on this. So we're gonna name my Glowforge. I like to name mine, I'm gonna name mine Glowzel, from a YouTuber that I used to like when I was younger, but I think that's really fun. Now you can add users to this, so this is something if you're running a business or you have a significant other like I have who enjoys using Glowforge but you don't want to share logins, you can set it up here. I can do that later, so let's go ahead, save changes. All right, so they're going to give us some tutorials on how to use our machine, and you can continue on to see that. And now this is going to give you instructions to do your first print. So I recommend doing the gift of good measure here, where you sign in, choose it, put your draft board, and go from there. So I'll have that in a different video, or I might just let you explore. So if you are doing this, leave me a comment below. Let me know, did you do your gift of good measure? Are you getting a Glowforge? Let me know what you think. I'm here to help, and don't forget, I do have information on how you can save money on your new Glowforge machine. So there we are, guys, my new Glowforge. I am super excited to get going with our projects. I have a couple things already and set to go, so keep watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'm really excited to start this channel, so make sure you're subscribing, sharing the page, and helping us grow in our knowledge of Glowforge and crafting together.